What's going on, people? It's Emmanuel for Altenor Media. Just finished up this mid-season finale for season 6, episode 10 of Power. This one was titled "No One Could Stop Me." So that we had they talked about something big happening at the end of this episode, maybe a death. I'm not sure if it's going to end up being a death, but we did see something crazy happen at the end of that episode. So we're gonna talk about it. Let's but first, before I get into it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You know, we're gonna have more content up. Make sure to comment, share your thoughts on the episode, and share this video with other Power fans and all that good stuff. So, yeah, episode opened with Ghost. He called Tariq. He wants to meet with Tariq and talk about different things. And later on in the episode, we're going to see that it's for a really messed up reason that he wants to talk to Tariq. So then Ramona calls James and tells him, turn on the TV because something big is happening. So the rumors are going around that James is going to be picked as Loret's running mate. He's going to be lieutenant governor. So it's all they need is the official announcement. But from that little TV story, it seems like it will be a very well-received move. So it's all about them announcing it, and Ghost is in there once they announce it. But and Ramona, she loves herself some James, so she's souped and excited about it. So that Ramona and James meet with Lorette, but now to solidify everything, James has to bring in the Queen's Child Project. That's really going to, answer any questions they have about his past. They know about that he was completely exonerated for the murder of Agent Gregory Knox, and is about his drug dealing past. Also, they don't know that he's Ghost, but they know he's slang a little bit. But so the Queen's Child Project is needed to put any doubt about him to rest. But Tate ended that. So James he tells Lorette he has a spot to go to. He goes to the spot. He starts talking to this older gentleman, and we find out that that's Ghost's uncle. And this club building that he owned it with Ghost's father. And we find out that Ghost Pops was killed because he didn't want to pay the local drug dealers money, I guess, to operate the business. And then Ghost Pops went to the cops, and he ended up getting killed because of that. So I guess Ghost got his telling from, he got it from his pops. But we learned a little bit more about Ghost's past and all that. So his pops was a victim of the game also, even though he probably wasn't in the game. He was a victim of it ultimately. So his uncle grants him the spot. He gets the spot, so he's in the nod. He's officially the running mate. He has a press conference and all that. So now Rodriguez and Sachs, they went to visit Tate because they want more evidence to stick on Ghost. They need somebody to confirm that. They need more, a good witness testimony as to, Ghost's whereabouts, and to make sure they can really get him for Terry Silver's murder. So when they first show up, Tate he's still hurting from everything that Ghost did to him. So, and he thinks they're just reporters, so he's not trying to talk to them. But when he finds out they're asking about Ghost, this dude's face lights up like the Grinch. He's smiling from ear to ear, and he's ready to, give them some information about what happened with James, and he tells them that James was very angry in that morning, and that so it's a possibility that he really did do the thing with Silver. So he gives them something to work with. Um, all right, so James he needs capital. So again, James goes to his good old friend Simon Stern. Like he's always there. He and he tells James like, I'm the only friend you got. And James know that he could always go to Simon creepy ass to get some funds when he needs it. So Angie came back. The ghost of Angie is back, and she's telling ghosts, different people you need to leave behind in the past to move on with the future, and she includes herself in it. She tells James that she couldn't really share this moment with him because she was so much in his past, and this is just a clean break from him. So she's telling him, you need to leave Tommy behind. You're leaving me behind, and it's important because you're moving forward. So I guess that's really the okay he needs to finally move in on Ramona, which is just perfect timing the way he timed everything with that, because now he really got everything he needs, and he's gonna be lieutenant governor, and now he's like, all right, let me move in on her. So Ghost ends up kissing Ramona, and like when he kissed her, it's like her whole damn body. It's like she had an out of body experience, like it just lifted out of her. She was just like, she is in love with that man. Like that one kiss just like got her wide open, wide open. So what else we got here? So Blanca got the search. She got the search warrant to search James's apartment, and she found the phone that Sax made Dre plant in James' apartment. So she's trying to use it to get James, but they knew the ball had the leader. He's not going for it. He's like, James is just, he's too, if he could get away with all this stuff and not get caught, he's too damn smart to do something as stupid as bringing a phone and taking Silver's phone and just leaving it with him, carrying it with him wherever he goes. So he's basically, no, he knows that somebody like Sax had to plant that phone. And he finds it out because Blanca tells him that Sax went with her to go search Silver's car and all that. So, so now Sax is in some trouble because he done stole that phone, and then he made Dre plant that evidence, and he made the feds look stupid. So this episode, James was just he was wild in this episode because he wild on Tate when Tate went to go see him, and then he just like, Tate was just trying to talk to him, and James was like, he said, he just basically called that nigga a loser. He said, maybe you shouldn't be in politics. Maybe you should go back to being a cop. You was good at being a cop. And then James told him that you're welcome to attend, my campaign announcement party. And Tate, that sent Tate like over the edge. And James did the same thing when Tariq brought Dre to see James. Dre wanted he wanted money to skip town. He just wanted to leave, and then James just wild on him. He said, "I'm gonna save your little ass, save you." He was like, you just a fake gangster. So he really, James just to talk down to Dre crazy. So he tells Dre, meet me in an hour. I'm gonna get you the money. So this Dre is like another loose end that Ghost wants to tie up. So so Ghost ends up just calling the police and telling them that and no, he ends up telling his mans, the security guard, to send the footage of Dre to the police. So again, he's gonna have Dre. He set Dre up to be arrested for the murder of James. Once again. Yo, this dude Dre. So again, Dre is in jail again. This, but the crazy thing is, this dude Dre manages to get out of jail once again. So all right, so Tamika's she looking good as usual. You know, she got that new private sector job, so she looking all glammed up. She is Cooper Sax's counsel. So the feds bring Saxon because they know that he did that whole phone thing. So they tell him Sax he's gonna be arrested. So Tamika tells them that she questions them like what's gonna make more sense. A federal agent, punished for, doing their job, for trying to do their job and nab a criminal, or, a lieutenant governor finally given justice. That could make the bald dude and Rodriguez stars. That could just completely make their careers, and nothing they have right now is going to stick. So the phone thing is out the window, and James is free for now. So Paz is back, and she visits James. Also, she seems like she tells James that she knows that James didn't kill her sister. Because the autopsy results came back, and they have a very nice and civil conversation for like the first time ever. So she asks James like, I know you didn't do it, so can you tell me who did it? She keeps asking him, tell me who did it, and James will not tell her, and of course Ramona was in the back eavesdropping and all that. So we also, James also went to Raina's, she went to go visit Raina's, her tombstone and all that. Tasha came there also. And he asked Tasha what she's doing there, like, that's her daughter, like, what kind of question is that? But he lets her know that he's moving on with Ramona, he has a career going and all that. So, and nothing can stop him. And then they meet at the penthouse once again, and they have kind of like that same conversation. And we find out that this nigga Ghost wants Tariq to confess for the murder of Raymond Jones. This is like a complete 360. Like, Ghost ain't playing right now. He is not playing at all. When he said, no one can stop me, he means that shit. Now, himself, he's clean and safe now. So he's really trying to clean up everything around him, because you can't really control that if you don't control it. So now he's like, I'm already going to be lieutenant governor, and this might pop up eventually no matter what. So he tells Tasha, maybe this would be the best thing for us, for the entire family, if Tariq confesses. And he has that same conversation with Tariq, and Tariq is just like shocked, but Tariq tells him that, I should have known that you wouldn't keep your word. And Tariq is hurt too. He's hurt by that. But this really displayed the actor, Michael Rainey Jr. He's a good ass actor. He's a good actor. Cause the way he was so hurt when he asked James one final time, "You want me to confess?" And the crazy thing about Ghost is that you want Tariq to confess. Like, what are you gonna confess to? You committed like 100 murders. You done sold drugs all throughout New York City. You done lied. You done every crime possible, and you want Tariq to confess. Like, you want him to be a man and take responsibility for his action. Like, what nigga, both of y'all, you should walk in. If you want him to confess, walk into the police station with him, and both of y'all confess to everything y'all did and all that. So, but Tasha's not having it at all. Turning her own son in? Nah. And Tasha makes a good point. This is a black kid. You're going to send him into the system and then hope for the best that it's going to work out for him? I don't know about that at all. But Ghost also visited, Tommy wanted to meet up with him, so they met up. And Ghost saw him again. Ghost told Tommy that, I'm leaving you behind. And Tommy tells him, so I end up with nothing. I have nothing, because Tommy lost Holly, he lost Teresi. Holly was his chance at a family with her baby. Teresi was his chance, at a family with his father. And Teresi's his wife too. Then you had Keisha was his other chance at a real, a family for himself. And then he lost his other family, because he's really estranged from Tasha and Tariq, and of course Ghost. So Tommy really doesn't have anyone. So that's why he's really saying, and then again Tommy lost his crew too. So Tommy's really all alone right now. So he's telling Ghost, like, you walk away clean. You got everything you want. You gonna be lieutenant governor. Now he got this new relationship thing going. Tommy doesn't really know about that yet, but Ghost got everything he want, and he's left with nothing. And Tommy pulls the gun out on him, and you could feel that Tommy's like. But Ghost tells him that you had the chance to walk away. I told you to go clean with me. So in the end, you're alone because that's the choice. You chose to be alone because you chose to stay in that lifetime. He tells Tommy that, I didn't kill Teresi, I didn't kill Holly, I didn't kill Keisha. I just did everything for you so you wouldn't end up being hurt, which is, a damn lie, because Ghost does everything for Ghost. But they have a little shootout, and they split up. I guess Tommy goes inside, and when Ghost actually gets word for Tommy, and he goes inside after him, so he kind of risks his life for Tommy, and then he could have just told Paz who killed Angela, but he didn't. So again, he covered for Tommy at that moment. Once again, and that really sent Paz into a rage too, as we're gonna see. So again, we find out that the judge will not go forward with the case against James, even though Blanca and her superior, they were going for that. There's just not enough evidence, and then you don't have a clear witness that doesn't have an issue with James. He beat everybody, like they said. So, and what that means is that now they're free to just prosecute Sachs, for all of his shadiness. Sachs is finally getting what was coming to him. So, for planting that phone, for stealing that evidence, planting that evidence, then he sent them on a chase for it. They're going to prosecute him. So Tamika lets Sachs know that he's going to jail and he needs to take a plea deal because they're going to be looking for the max for him. So now Sachs is completely done. Sachs has no one at all. And so when Blanca, and to go back a little bit, Blanca visits Dre in jail, and she tells Dre, you're gonna get 10 years at least if you confess, or if not, you can get out tonight and tell me, did James tell you that he killed Terry Silver? And Dre just says that he was there when James killed Terry Silver. So Dre gets out on that. Again, Dre always gets in trouble, but this nigga know how to get out of trouble at the same time. So Dre is in a bind. So really, and this is how the episode ends, where you have James has a clean life now. He's successful. He has the woman now, the successful, clean woman, and he's about to go to Albany. He's about to be in the state. So with that, and now the people around him, they really have nothing now, while Ghost has everything, and no one can stop him. Paz lost her sister, and she's still searching for answers. So now Paz, she has a gun. She may be on her way to kill James. Tate, his political career was everything to him. And now he has nothing. And this lowly criminal came out of nowhere and took his shine. Now he's shamed that he has nothing. So now he has his hoodie on. He has a gun. He's walking the truth to kill James. You got Cooper Sachs. His whole career is done and he's going to jail. No matter what, he's going to jail. Even if he takes a plea deal, he's going to jail. So he's completely shamed. He has nothing left. Or this was because of his obsession with James. But his association with James left him with absolutely nothing. On the brink of just drinking himself into a rage. So now he's on his way to kill James. Now you have Dre, he's in and out of prison. Jail. Ghost done framed him for murder twice. Tried to frame him for murder twice. So now he probably feels like, it's time to end this James thing, or he gonna get me eventually and it's gonna stick. So he's on his way to kill James. And he doesn't have the money to skip town now, and he lost the connection with Jason. So he really doesn't have anything going now. So he's on his way to kill James. Then you have Tariq. His pops is telling him to turn himself in. as a little he, Tariq is a badass kid, but he's still a kid, and there's just so much uncertainty when you turn yourself in, and then when you're in the hands of the system. So his whole life could be over. So he has nothing to lose. So they show him walking. Um, then there's Tasha. She already lost her daughter, Raina, and also Raina made an appearance. She made an appearance in ghost form also, and she tells Ghost that, you know, she made her choice to lie for Tariq, and that, but she learned how to lie from her father and her mother. So Ghost, he can't absolve himself from the way Tariq turned out, the way everything turned out, because it's his creation. That's the environment that he fostered. That's the history that he fostered. And then Kanan basically tells him the same. Kanan makes an appearance. And Kanan tells him that, you a criminal just like me. So, and you're going to get yours eventually. So, now we have, Tasha. She lost her daughter. And now Ghost wants to turn in her son. What kind of life is she going to have after that? What is left for her? So she's on her way. She's walking. I don't think they showed her. I'm not sure if they showed her with a gun. I don't remember. But she's walking what looks like to be to truth. So all of these people around Ghost, everything is falling apart for them. All due to, and it's due to their, not all due to their association with him, but they've all had lives with him, connections with him, and all of their lives have turned to shit. While this guy is headed to the state, like a monumental rise for this guy, a monumental shift. Talk about turning legit, like it don't get more legit than that. So we see that this whole thing with Ghost trying to tie up all these loose ends. It's interesting, but he's doing it in a different way. With was it season 1 or season 2 when he was tying up loose ends during that time? He was just shooting everybody, and to really get out the game. So in this, he's sort of tying up loose ends in this way. So at the end, we see James and Truth, but they have this little like CGI thing where Ghost actually. So all of these people are on their way to Truth, to James, and somebody shoots him, and we see a little CGI or whatever thing of James, a red hole in his chest, and he's falling down. Somebody shot James, but we don't know who it is, so we gotta wait all the way till January 5th to find out who shot James, which is the hashtag Who Shot Ghost is the hashtag that Starz put out. So let me ask y'all, who had the most motivation to kill James? Who would have been justified to shoot him, I should say? And who do you think would have had the balls to pull it off, to actually pull the trigger on James and not get caught? So just let me know who you think, who shot Ghost in the comments. But yeah, that's about it for this episode. We got a lot of time until the rest of the season. The last couple of episodes premiere to really, I guess we could rewatch it too. So yeah, who do you think shot James? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. So yeah, that's all from me. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for all the support, all of the comments, all of the shares, the likes, and everything. I love discussing these episodes with y'all. So we're gonna see y'all in a couple of weeks for more power reviews. Make sure to again share this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Thanks.